welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing an exciting video. I'm going to be doing 10 baby names I love but won't be using, and I got this inspiration from Ash Jackson. I don't think she was pregnant when she did her video, so I'm going to do mine while I'm not pregnant. Okay? I'm not pregnant. I repeat 1,000 times over. I am not pregnant. No baby in my tummy. You understand? And if you're wondering, yes, I did do this video in February, but I just thought it would be fun to redo it because I changed the names that I wanted from then until now, because the two names that I've officially chosen were on the video last time as names I love but won't be using for my first pregnancy or at all. And that's the same for boys and girls. So I'm going to start with boys and then with girls. And actually, I was kind of clickbaiting y'all guys. This is going to be 10 boy names and 10 girl names. So 20 altogether. Because choosing 5 and 5, that's difficult, okay? So I'm not pregnant. And I will leave Ash Jackson's video in the description down below. And I hope you guys enjoy. Again, I'm not pregnant. And I want to let you guys know what the name that we are going to choose if we have a boy or a girl for our first pregnancy. And here we go. And for a girl, if we have a girl, I want to name her Marsha Lavelle. Lavelle is just, I wanted to name for a middle name Love, but then I was like, well, that just kind of sounds silly. Ben's like, how about Lavelle? And I was like, oh, that sounds cute, so we decided that. And for Marsha, the first name, that is my grandma's name, and I'm really close to my grandma, so I thought that would be kind of cute as well. So, yeah. So, for our first pregnancy, me and my boyfriend, if we have a boy, it would be Benjamin Finley. I love that name so much because Benjamin is my boyfriend's name, and Finley, I just love that name. So, yes. Okay, so let's start with boys, because boys' names are more difficult to come up with because I kind of want a girl, and I focus more on girl names, honestly. So, yeah. Okay. So, the first boy name I love but won't be using for my first pregnancy. The second name for a boy would be Easton. And I really like this name. This wasn't in my last video. I love this name. I don't know why. I just kind of like it. But I'm not sure how it would sound with a child of mine. Because when I think of Ben and I don't really see us having a child named Easton. Because of the way, like, it might be cute on other children, but not mine in general. If it's Ben's child as well. Because I just think the name should fit the personality and looks. Even though I don't know my child's personality or looks. But I'm guessing. So that's why I wouldn't choose Easton. The second name for a boy would be Easton. And I really like this name. This wasn't in my last video. I love this name. I don't know why. I just kind of like it. But I'm not sure how it would sound with a child of mine. Because when I think of Ben and I don't really see us having a child named Easton. Because of the way, like, it might be cute on other children, but not mine in general. If it's Ben's child as well. Because I just think the name should fit the personality and looks. Even though I don't know my child's personality or looks. But I'm guessing. So that's why I wouldn't choose Easton. Okay, so this next name is combined into two because I like both, but I'm not sure, because I know like I said in the last clip, me and Ben have talked about baby names before, and we had a set middle name for Levi blank, so, and that name would be Xavier or Alexander. So I think I liked Alexander and Ben liked Xavier, and we came into an agreement, but I don't remember which one it was. So I'd like to name a child both, but for a middle name, of course. Yes, boy names. The next name is William, and I know William can also be Bill, and that's why I'm choosing this name. I like William because that's my grandpa's real name. He goes by Bill, but his real name is William, and he's honestly he's my biggest motivator. He inspires me the most, and I would love, just like with Marcia Lavelle, I would love to name my child William, because I'm so close with my family that with that side of the family that I would love to just name all my kids after family members. So the next name is Oliver, and I really do like this name, and just like the last one, it's a family name. I'm not sure how we were related. I think she's like a cousin, a long lost cousin, I don't know. She's one of those cousins, and she has a son named Oliver, and I really love that name, I really do. But I'm not sure if I'd use it for my child. I love that name, I really do. But I'm not sure if I'd use it for my first pregnancy. I would like to use it sometime, just not right away. This next name was not on my list last time, but it is Drew. And I really like this name, I really do, but it makes me laugh a lot more than I should. Sorry if you guys hear that. There's a truck company across the street, and they're doing a lot of weird stuff now. But, anyways, the name Drew. It makes me laugh because I think of one of the funniest YouTubers around, and he is Drew Monson. I love his videos, and I love him when he's with Shane and Garrett and their little scary game, or their scary little videos. It makes me laugh, and I don't want to laugh when I name my children, like, you know. But I did talk to Ben about this name. I think I remember we did talk about the name Drew. So it just makes me laugh because he's so funny, but I don't want to laugh at my child if I name him Drew. Who are you named after? Drew Monson. My mom laughs at him all the time. No, that's kind of mean, you know? Next name is Ryan. And the only reason I would do this is because my best friend's name is Ryan. And when Ben and I get married, we hope he will be one of the best, I think Ben said the best man, or one of the groomsmen. Either way, he'll be in the wedding. That's all I know. And he's been there since I was in junior year, and I was in a very bad spot back then. And so for him to continue to be my friend through all of this, it's amazing. And he's honestly like he's a motivating person. And he's just fun to be around, you know. He's like a big cuddly teddy bear, and I love my best friend, and it's just kind of, you know, it's kind of one of those things. It's like, oh my gosh, family, yeah. So, I don't know. But yeah, I'd love that name for one of my children. And I think Ben would agree. The next name is Lewis, and like I said in my last video, my last baby names video, I brought up why I liked that name, and Ben and I did bring this up when we were in the beginning of our relationship, because we knew from the beginning that we were going to be together forever and have a family together and everything. And I know we're stupid to think that, but we kind of clicked, and we kind of were like, okay, let's have a baby. We didn't have a baby though. But anyways, and at the time I started dating Ben, believe it or not, I was obsessed with One Direction. Like, they were like my life. I did not want to marry Ben because I want to marry Harry Styles. But then I realized that's inaccurate, and I need to marry Ben. So, But I don't just like this name because it's a One Direction member. But I love this because there's someone in my life in like middle school, beginning of high school, that I was very close to, and he's always been there for me. He's honestly such an amazing person, and I would love to name my child after him. Just like with Ryan, he's an inspiration to me. So, Lewis, I'm not sure if he's ever going to watch this or if he will see this, but you are an inspiration to me, and I would love to name my child after you. And the last baby name. I'm going to get so much hate for the reason I don't want this to be my child's name, okay? There's a few reasons for this reason. There's a few reasons for why I don't like this name. Or for my child. I like this name, but not for my child, okay? And that is Logan. So, I did know someone in middle school. In high school, and that has nothing to do with why I like this name. It doesn't. But I just thought I'd bring that up. The reason, I think it's a nice name. It clicks. It rolls off your tongue, Logan. And one reason I don't want to use this is because my grandma's friend's nephew is named Logan. And here's the part that I'm going to get hate for. I know, I'm going to get hate, and that's fine. But I don't want to name my child Logan because I don't like Logan Paul. I can't stand the Paul brothers at all. Nope, can't do it. I can't do it. They're just something else. Nope, can't do it. And now we are on to girl names now, because those are always easier for me to come up with, as you know. The first three names are a first and middle name. So the first three names, names that I bring up will be a first and middle name. So keep that in mind. Okay, so the first name I want to use for my child is Olivia Angel. And Olivia will be the first, and middle name will be Angel. And the reason I like this name is, again, me and Ben started talking about children really early in our relationship. And I really liked the name Olivia and Angel because of a One Direction song. On their Made in the AM CD, the first song is Hey Angel, and there's a song on the album also called Olivia. And I just love that name, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Olivia Angel, yes. It was going to be Angel Olivia, but I like Olivia Angel because I feel like that goes better together like that. And it was because of One Direction. As you can see how much I've matured. This next name, I've always wanted to name a child. And the first name I came up with from a Glee TV show. Yes, Glee. And it's Beth, not Elizabeth, but Beth. And the middle name would be Maria. And I remember a few years ago, I think it was 2013, I asked my brother, just out of curiosity, I was like, if you had a daughter, what would you name her? And he said Maria. And I said, Beth Maria. That's a beautiful name. Oh my gosh. And so it's kind of just stuck with me all those years. So that's why I like Beth Maria. The next name is April Dawn. April and Dawn. So the reason I like April is because I grew up with loving dolls. I would carry dolls around everywhere. I'd go to the freaking grocery store with dolls. Up until, I was so old when I stopped. I was probably 13 when I stopped bringing dolls places. And I remember one in particular, or a few in particular actually, that I named April. And I've just always loved the name, And I still have April, but she is destroyed. But yeah, she was in my life. She's the doll that's in my life the longest, I think. And I just kind of love that name. And then Dawn, because when me and Ben were planning for a daughter, just planning, you know, for fun. I said, I want the name April. He said, how about April Dawn? And I said, oh, that's very beautiful. And who knew, a few months later, my best friend's mom's name is Dawn. So I think that'd be really, really cool to name it after her. The next name is Adeline, and I really like this name. I really do. But the only thing, I just won't want to use it for my first baby. I like the name Adeline, Addie, whatever, and it's just a beautiful name, you know. I kind of fell in love with it, of course, because I heard it somewhere, and that was Jess Fam. Her YouTube channel, she had a daughter named Adeline, and it just kind of, I love it. I really do. I don't know, it just kind of, I'm so weird. I never like names until I hear it somewhere. Like, I never really liked the name, Angel, or for a daughter, or like Levi, or Beth, or any of those. I've just always kind of been like one of those people that's like, oh. But until it comes in my ears, I'm like, oh, that's a beautiful name, you know? So, that's all. The next name is Hazel, and I like that name. I don't know, I just kind of, it's a beautiful name, but the only reason I wouldn't use it is because I don't know if it would sound beautiful for a child like mine. And I'm not saying that to be rude to anyone that has that name, because it's not. It's a very beautiful name, but for what I think my child will look like, I don't think that would really match their personality or looks. That's all. The next name would be a middle name, but that would be Alice. And it runs in the family. It does. I have it, my mom has it, my grandma has it, and I think my great-grandma has it as well. And someone on my dad's side, I think, also has it in their name. So, it's just one of those names that just kind of runs in the family. And you kind of need to keep the tradition going, as you might say. The next name is Jill, and the only reason I like that name is because my mom's name is Jill, and we are very, very, very close. So I just thought it would be fun to name a child after my mom, and it's not very rare to be named after a grandparent. So, I mean, hey, I'm going to name my child Marsha and William, so we might as well just go with Jill as well, and Alice, so, yeah. Okay, so the next name is Emily, and the only reason I don't want to use this is just that it's an overused name. And I really love this name because my best friend's name is Emily, but the only thing is, I've heard the name so much, it's just kind of like, I want to be unique. But I love my best friend, so I'd consider it. So, the next two names will be names that were best friends of mine, but we had a kind of fallout of a friendship, and one of these names, actually, I was considering naming my child. Instead of Marsha Lavelle, it was Blava Lavelle. And so, I just thought I'd put it in this video. So please know, these last two people, I'm not naming it after them. Okay, I did want to name one of them after my child after one of them, but that's long gone, and that's why it's in this video. Okay. So, this name isn't actually as sentimental or emotional to me. I could still see myself naming my child this, and that is Annie. And as you can see, I don't have really bad curly hair right now, but I do have curly hair, and I would love to have a child named Annie, especially if she has curly hair, because my favorite movie growing up was Annie. Yes, Little Orphan Annie. the little orphan Annie that sings Tomorrow. That was my favorite songs and my favorite movies. So I just thought it would be cute because, you know, having a little girl with little curls would be so cute. And all I need to do for Halloween is just dye her hair. Just spray paint her hair and then just put some little freckles. She'll be Annie. It would be so cute. Ah! So, yeah. But again, this is kind of an iffy name because of an ex-friend. But you know what? I don't have a bad connection with this friend. It's just kind of like, you know, we were friends and we kind of just grew apart because she didn't want me happy. But, you know. And finally, this last name is Nicole. I don't even know why I'm talking about this name, but I am. And I actually was going to use this name for when I was planning for a child with Ben. We're not anymore. But when we were planning for a child, we came up with the name Nicole Lavelle because my best friend of 7 years, she was going to be the godmother. And I just thought, oh my god, that'd be so cute, you know? But we had a fallout of our friendship. So that's why I wouldn't use it anymore because I wouldn't be able to do that to my child. And it's not because I hate the person. It's not that I hate the name, it's that I hate the person. That just totally came out wrong. But anyways, it's just kind of, I don't want a negative feeling when I look at my child and be like, your name is Nicole. No. It just, I don't want to be negative or feel negative emotions or feel bad about my past when I look at my child. Because children and having kids is a blessing and it shouldn't be something that you feel bad about. That's all.
Ho, 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 ho.